What I want to show you though is taking it to the next level. We can use it for research and study, content repurposing, competitive analysis, course creation, marketing prep, internal knowledge bases, client onboarding, etc. Basically, I use NotebookLM in a couple of ways. First up, I will think of a topic. This morning I sat down and I thought I want to do a presentation about NotebookLM. A lot of people are still not using it and they really need to. So I'm going to do a NotebookLM presentation. You're currently looking at it. This presentation was created using NotebookLM. That allows me to go live every morning on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and X every single morning, which is something that would have been impossible if I had to create this by hand. That's one way I use it. The other way I wanted to show you is once you have created a piece of content, for example, this video that I created, this is about OpenClaw, it's got a couple of thousand views. It's an hour-long video, so it's a chunky video. Once you've created something for your business, so a piece of content, you can feed that video or ebook or short form video or whatever you've created. You can feed that content back into NotebookLM to generate additional assets. Off this 1 hour video on OpenClaw, I can now create additional assets, and I did that. Let's pull that up. It's this one. For example, this infographic. I could use this infographic on LinkedIn. Infographics do really well on LinkedIn. I could make a carousel of infographics and put it on LinkedIn and then put a post around it. I can use AI to help me generate the post, and that becomes a front-end piece of content, something to capture people's attention. I can then use this infographic on LinkedIn or on Instagram or wherever I choose to post it to push people back to this original video, because most people are not going to sit down and watch a 1 hour long video, but I can use this as a way to push them in that direction. So that's one way to use it. Using it on the front end, so front-end asset generation. You can do many things with it. Images, infographics is the easiest, but there are other ways you can do this as well. The other thing, which I'm more interested in, is back-end assets. This is the ability to create lead magnets. Lead magnets are small pieces of information that you give away, or small things that you give away in exchange for an email. So I'll show you one of my, here we go, Claude Cowork. So I've done some videos about how to use Claude Cowork. I created a guide and a slide deck about how to use Claude Cowork. And then I throw up a little page like this, which says, hey, do you want my full guide on Claude Cowork? If you do, cool, come here, give me your email address and I'll send it over to you. Very simple. This is an example of a lead magnet. And this allows me to get a couple of hundred people into my email news list every single day. And those people potentially, some of them will become customers as well. So that's why we do lead magnets. That's the purpose of it. Now, creating lead magnets used to be a bit of a pain. Not anymore, because we can throw information into NotebookLM. And I can create infographics. I could create a slide deck like this. This is a slide deck that is created off the back of this video. I could say, hey, do you want this slide deck? If you want this slide deck, give me your email address and I'll send it over to you. And I could place that below this video here. So you can see the power of this, because I can now create something very nice looking in moments, something that is very useful for the people. And I'm just basing this on an existing video that I'd already created. You can also be a bit cheeky and you can find really successful videos that are already doing well and you can convert them into lead magnets. That's a very good idea. So if you, let's do OpenClaw, for example. OpenClaw, let's find the most successful video. The Wild Rise of OpenClaw, 2 million views. So I could throw this video into NotebookLM, and that's going to pull this video in. I can then create a slide deck, or I could create a PDF guide about how to set up NotebookLM, and then I could use that as a lead magnet for my own website. Obviously, this is specific to me. You're not going to create an OpenClaw guide. You're going to create something that's connected to your business. So let's say you are an accountant in the UK, and let's say there's some kind of tax change, UK 2026. Massive tax changes 2026. It's got 100,000 views. It's probably a good one.
UK tax system is good.
Grab this, create a notebook, drop it in, and then create a report. And I would brand it my own branding. I would add my own twist to it. I would change it around. If you click here, you can create your own in reports. So you can add specific details about how you wanted to adjust this. I want to focus on Henry's. So that is high earners, not rich yet. And it is going to adjust it to it. I can create slide decks, mind maps, infographics, etc. based on someone else's content. I'd rebrand it, I'd remix it, I'd chop and change it to make it useful for my particular business. So you can probably see the massively powerful things we can do with this already. This is just one example, one of many. If you want to get this slide deck and all the extra details, you can, because it's going to be a lead magnet. It's going to be something I give away. And in fact, if you go to aiwithkyle.com/join, so my website, /join, or click on join the community on the main page, I'll send it over in the newsletter. So there we go. It is an example of a lead magnet. The other thing you can do, okay, this is just talking about lead magnets. The other thing you can do, if you want to get really fancy with this, is here they are, Tunglin. You can connect NotebookLM to Claude Code. You can connect it up to other systems. So I have set up a system where I have a research agent which goes out and finds topics for me. It will find videos that are popular. It will find topics that are popular, what's trending right now. It will feed them back, and then we can use this NotebookLM.py, so the unofficial Python API, to connect to NotebookLM. So it will take the trending topics, the hot topics, the topics that I want to cover, and it will automatically go over to NotebookLM and produce the assets that I want. This allows you to do it at scale. This allows you to do it automatically. So you're not going in here, clicking around and creating my things piece by piece. You'd be able to do this systematically using a Python integration. At the moment, there is not an official API for NotebookLM. So instead, we need to use the unofficial Python API. So it's a bit of a faff, but it works really well. So in Claude Code, you're just going to point Claude Code at this repository and say, can you install this and can you connect to NotebookLM? And it's going to be able to do so. Very cool. So this will all be in the newsletter, how specifically you can use this to generate lead magnets, but also generally this is a tool that you should be using as well, because it's very useful for students. Very useful for learning anything that you want to learn and for mastering material. So that is NotebookLM. Make sure you are not sleeping on it.